Perfect Third Podcast, episode 255, Lamar, the Meth Gator.
Is that... Hey, I didn't know we were doing symbols. But, Joe, well, I get it. Well, we're in Florida.
Yes.
We have gators and we combine meth.
We got that here too.
I was trying to ease into
okay.
whatever. But we're going off of the whole, we're trying to make cocaine bear thing. We were hoes before. What was that crap
Cocaine Cougar, was it?
Cougar, that's what it was.
Yeah. There was a one that we never saw, I think, with a raccoon.
Crackoon.
Did we see that? No.
I don't think we did. Yeah, but anyway, that is a genre now.
Well, let's get into it, Lamar. What do we think of the story?
So what happens is some people making meth, they're running from the police. And they accidentally spill the meth into the Florida swamp, where an alligator comes, eats it, and becomes super alligator and starts terrorizing the people of the nearby Florida town. And it's up to not only the police department, but the police department's top sheriff, and who's white, and his black son.
Well, there's all different kinds of families, Lamar.
I was just like, maybe he's adopted, whatever.
And his ex-girlfriend, who is Hispanic and has a white Southern dad, I guess.
This is Roger Hammerstein's like Cinderella in B-movie form. We're not. Hey, you never know. Maybe everyone's adopted in this movie. Who knows?
Well, I mean, I liked the story. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I thought it maybe could have been a little shorter because it dragged a little bit. But when it was fun, it was very fun. And then there was parts where I was like, okay, move on already.
That's what it is. There's a little bit of sit down and talk and explain everything.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's moments where you're just like, oh, that's happening. What's the slap thing called? What's that called?
Oh, they did the slap fighting. They had to go undercover.
And it tied into the stories. But that's a part where you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you rank it for story?
I'm giving it a half point.
Yeah, I agree. Half point. Our next category, Lamar, are the characters.
This movie secretly is about family, Joe.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Because, like we said, it's made up of, different racial made-up families. You have Dante, who comes back home working with his dad.
Yep.
And then you have kind of an old flame that left the force, Anna, with
played by Vanessa Tamayo, Lamar. She's Colombian and Brazilian.
I know you're gonna say something about her. Yeah,
so. I follow her on Instagram, Lamar.
Are you happy about that?
No, I'm providing information to the audience.
And we got to mention her and her dad, who is probably one of the greatest cheerleaders. And he is for everything. He encourages her to get back on the force. He encouraged everybody to like fight the alligators. He's going to defend his home.
What was the deal with him though? Because he owned the restaurant, but he was almost like the town simpleton. But at the same time, she said something in the movie like, "I lost my dad to meth" or something. Like, I thought she said that.
It doesn't matter. This is his redemption story. He just comes. He answers the call.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
One of the guys that made the meth was Robbie Rist, the voice of Michelangelo from 1990 Ninja Turtles. So good little cameo there.
So this movie had characters that were fun, I will say.
Yeah. I thought the characters were actually all good, and they had a good way of, making them interact. I'll give it 1 point for characters.
Yes, I agree.
Well, our next category, Lamar, is the special effects / kills.
Well, this alligator left, no prisoners. He swallowed people whole. He galloped.
They did have that funny shot of him doing.
Yeah, he was galloping. So I guess, that's the meth, Joe. That's
true.
Yeah. So
The part that made me laugh probably the most was spoilers, everyone. If you don't want spoilers, turn off now or fast forward now. But they thought they killed him, but really what he actually did was shed his scales and double in size. So that made me laugh. The CGI, Lamar, what was this so bad it was good?
I'm leaning that way because it
Yeah,
wasn't horrible, but it was
right.
just funny how they used it.
What do you give it?
I give it a 1.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Yes.
It was funny. Our next category is Lamar, the use of the cracked up animal gimmick.
Meth Gator, meth.
Yeah, meth, the drugged up animals.
Well, he was scary. He was just eating people. Like we said, he galloped. And this this was funny to me. Now that he's had a taste of meth, he knows how to sense where meth
Right,
is.
yeah. He found where the factory was or whatever. The meth lab.
And meth makes him just more powerful. It just makes him grow.
That's the parts that's good about this. Unlike the other ones, the meth in this movie actually gives him some form of power, I guess.
I mean, we don't know if that's how meth works, but it makes it entertaining to
Well,
watch.
we don't encourage anyone to find out, Lamar.
Nope.
Stay away from meth and stay away from alligators is what we
Yeah,
recommend here on the Perfect Earth podcast. However, for the use of gimmick, I'll give it 1 point.
I agree. I enjoyed it.
Well, our next category, Lamar, is sequel potential.
Yes.
Was that it?
Well, no, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you because this is a good gimmick.
Hmm.
You could do it again. Maybe they can go back to Florida, but what if this alligator or whatever? What if it makes it like all the way to Texas? What if they switch up like to different places, like Louisiana or something like that, and the bayous and stuff?
What if he goes back in time, Lamar, and like he starts like in the 1960s with all the hippies and taking the drugs and everything, and he's like terrorizing like Woodstock and all that stuff? Would that be cool?
That's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. It would be funny if they had like people running around with like flower shirts and stuff like
Yeah,
that and long hair.
like the
You
vans and all that, like the old
might have
Volkswagen.
me
Yeah.
there,
All
Joe.
right, well, we're getting there.
Mm.
I guess I'll give it 1 point for sequel potential, Lamar. I think I like this concept with the Meth Gator in particular.
They did it well. They knew what they were making.
Well, Lamar, we've tallied the score, and Meth Gator gets a 4.5 out of 5.
Here's the thing, Joe. It gotta stick to the premise.
Yeah. Stick
That's,
with the premise, have
yeah.
fun, go crazy, put Latin women in your movie.
Would you like to shout her out again,
No,
Joe?
no, I said my piece.
Okay. Hey. But she wasn't just for male gaze. She was also
Yeah.
this movie,
She had a
Joe.
very charming accent, Lamar.
Yes, she had a charming accent. We had a multiracial class.
She had very nice jeans,
I
Lamar.
am trying to tie this all
Okay.
together.
Yes.
Jeez.
Go ahead. Is
Yeah.
that it?
Jesus.
All
Yes,
right.
that's it, Joe.
Vanessa Tomeo. Peace.
Deuces.